Let's make sourdough sandwich bread. This recipe is from Farmhouse on Boone. Ingredients. First, melt 1/2 cup of butter. You're gonna add 1 cup of sourdough starter or 227 grams. Then you're gonna add 2.5 cups of water or 590 grams of water. Next, you're gonna do 1 tablespoon of salt or 17 grams of salt. You can add 42 grams of honey or 24 grams of sugar. And mix. Then you're gonna add 8 cups of either all-purpose flour or bread flour, it doesn't really matter, or 1,120 grams of all-purpose flour or bread flour. Okay, the hardest part of this recipe is literally having to mix this with your hand for 10 minutes. You could use a mixer. I prefer to just use my hands, but you could if you want to. And we're gonna do that for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, once it gets to like this, you're gonna wanna just do it with your hands. If you have texture issues, put on gloves. If you don't, just get in there. Also, make sure you wash your hands. It's kind of gross when you don't wash your hands, that's nasty. Okay, so you're literally just gonna do this. You're gonna just knead the shit out of this dough. If you need to think about something that you're angry about for 10 minutes, take it out on the dough. But don't take it too hard, because you want a nice, light, and airy dough. But yeah, just get at it. This is literally the hardest part, because guess what? What's gonna happen after this? We're gonna cover it and we're gonna leave it on the counter for 4 to 10 hours. It really depends on your house. So if your house is like 80 degrees, it'll take you hardly any time at all. And then you can literally break it. You can literally bake it, or you can put it in the fridge to cold proof. I used to just bake it on the same day. And it's flipping the perfect sandwich bread. First of all, I just wanna say this is a 2-loaf recipe. Also, now you're literally just gonna cover it, leave it on the counter for 3 to 10 hours. Depends on how warm your house is. And then we'll come back and we'll put them in loaf pans. We'll let them rest for 2 hours and then we'll bake. Okay, it's the next day and we are going to shape our dough, put it in these loaves, and wait for 2 hours, and then we can bake. The next day, and you've taken them out and you've decided to bake them. You're gonna set the oven at 375 and put your 2 wonderful, delicious sourdough loaves in the oven for 45 minutes. After that, and here they are. Remember that when you take them out of the oven after 45 minutes, you put them on a cooling rack. After that, you're gonna wanna not touch it. Think of it kind of like steak. You don't wanna touch steak right when you take it off the grill or right when you take it off the cast iron.